Hello everyone, welcome to my first ever podcast. Okay, so hi, this is kind of weird. It's actually my first time doing something related to this, something that puts me in the center of attention, but I just wanna start this video off by saying thank you to those who have been immensely supporting me, replying to my IG stories, because that's where it all started. Like my story time. Surprisingly, there are people who loves it. There are people who supports it. There are people who replies to me saying that I should start a podcast, that my voice calms them. So thank you so much for the support. I guess you can say it might not be much, but to me it's really a big motivation and step for me to do this. So as you can see by the title, this is the Olive Podcast, and to start off, why Olive? Funny story, because my name screams peace all over, like from the arena to my second name. All of those scream peace, or all of those mean peace. And peace is symbolized by an olive branch, hence the Olive Podcast. Now that I'm saying it, it kind of sounds very cheesy, but it's the best I could come up with, and I actually am satisfied with it. So I hope you are too. I hope you don't mind. It's been a year since the lockdown started. I'm probably gonna post this podcast 2 to 3 days late because I procrastinated again. I'm recording this at 11 p.m. I can say that from experience, and I guess from what I've been seeing on social media, everyone's just way more exhausted than they were since last year as compared to last year. It's been dreadful. It's been very, very tiring. It's causing fatigue all over. It's causing so much self-crisis, so much problems within ourselves, maybe within our families also, because we're forced to actually stay at home. So to me, I probably can share that I have noticed so much little things that I didn't even notice before. And some irks me, some fascinates me, but all in all, it just comes to the realization that this lockdown has made me go through so much shit. And I'm sure it's not just me. I'm sure everyone can also relate to this. It has affected my mental well-being as much as not really my sanity, but it's close to that. I am about to lose it right now, but I'm still trying to keep myself together. And I'm only 22. So there's this constant everyday struggle. There's this constant there's this constant search of purpose. That's what I've been trying to say. Like every day I wake up, I try to find what purpose should I serve this day, and when I don't find any, I just end up not being productive. I feel like it's also been influenced actually by social media, that I need to be productive to feel like I am worth taking up this space, like I am worth existing at this moment, which kind of sucks because not everyone can actually focus, not everyone can function properly. It's not every day that we can actually pick ourselves up and just do what we've been meaning to do. Even when we have a specific line of tasks for that day, I think it's nearly impossible for us to pull through every day without having breakdowns or without having to skip a task. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe you can comment down your experiences as well, because only a few people responded to my IG story, which I understand because I'm just starting. But I'm thankful to those who responded. Thank you so much for participating in my IG post. I asked in my story about your personal thoughts or your personal experiences this lockdown, because it has been a year since, and honestly, we see no improvement There's honestly just a worsening case every day, and it's not our fault. It doesn't lie within our responsibilities. It's only within the boundaries of staying home, keeping sanitized, keeping yourself safe, having high regard to the people around you. Our responsibility ends there. The bigger one relies on the you know what and the you know who, but obviously nothing's happening. I swear I am enraged right now, but I'm trying to keep calm as I speak, as I share my thoughts with you guys, because this is also some form of release to me, some creative release, a vent, a rant, whatever it is. I'm just glad I have people listening to me. Hopefully somebody finds this. Hopefully people actually listen and, I don't know, comment, share, whatever. Whatever those people in the YouTube industry does. I have jumped into a tangent there, but I guess what I've been meaning to say is that this lockdown has affected so much, has crossed so much sectors. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm deeply sorry for that notification bell. Anyways, yes, it has affected so much ourselves and our identity. For me personally, it has given me so much identity crisis, some existential crisis right there. It has affected a lot of our choices, employment also. It has affected relationships, and it has affected just about everything. I don't think I can name all of it just by speaking here, but if you do have more thoughts to share, please, I would appreciate if you left a comment. Just talk to me. Just discuss things with me, because I am in dire need of input from other people, because that's how my mind gets stimulated. I have to talk to people to generate new ideas, to generate new perspectives. I hope you engage with this discussion with me. Anywho, so I guess I have nothing more to say right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and read some of the things people have sent me. And honestly, these are all my friends. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'm just gonna read through all of this. Okay, so first off, a friend has commented that this lockdown has been dreadful, which I think is the best umbrella term to describe everything. I feel like it's tested so much of our limits and boundaries and patience, not just within our household, but with how we perceive things and how I can't string my thoughts together, but I feel like you would understand where I'm coming from, how it's dreadful, how it's testing patience, how it's testing sanity and all. I would love to hear your thoughts about this. If you can elaborate, if you have more thoughts, because this is my first podcast. I am very lost. I don't know what to say. I'm not too comfortable talking this long by myself, but we'll get there. I'm planning to make this as consistent as possible. We'll see. Another friend also commented that this lockdown has given us so much time, which is true. With all the work from home setup and all, and maybe less time spent commuting or going out, this pandemic has given us so much time to think, which makes us more anxious. I guess this is what a friend said. It's been the same for me. I had so much time to think, especially when I quit my job, and at first it was fun. I got to rest, I got to recharge, but after that it was just a series of questions on what my ideal job is, if anyone's gonna hire me, where am I going to go after this, what job am I gonna take, how am I gonna apply for jobs, what role do I want to fulfill? All those questions just hit me, and as the eldest daughter also of my family, I think I equate my worth to how much I give back to my family, if that makes sense. I'm very thankful my parents don't pressure me into doing much around the house, into contributing to the bills. I'm just very thankful that they don't put this upon me, but I also still would like to take initiative. What I mostly do is treat them dinners or maybe buy stuff around the house, since we had just moved into a new house. So as much as I can, I try to help with some expenses, especially when it's within my capabilities to pay. Oh, this is such a different topic now, but anyways, we go back to my friend's replies in my story. I hope this is not boring you, because if I were to listen to myself, I'd be bored. But hopefully I'm making this entertaining enough for people. I don't even know if anyone's gonna find this, but I hope those who had commented or those who had replied to my story watches this, because you guys are really bomb. Y'all are fire. Y'all are my savior in this first episode. One of my friends actually is very excited with me posting, because they're the one who suggested the idea of me starting a podcast. So I'm very thankful for that friend. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't have done or considered this in the first place. Anyways, back to the replies. One friend has said it's been wild, and they're actually the one who said about having multiple existential and identity crisis. Like, I've had friends who came out to me this year, and it's just very fulfilling. I'm just very proud of them that they're exploring more on their sexualities and on their identities. But those are the good sides of the identity crisis. But there are also the bad sides, and I feel like I'm part of the bad side, wherein I just question if I have been doing the right thing all this time, if I'm on the right path, if I'm doing what I want to do. It's just a lot of pressure, because I'm a young struggling adult. I just want to be stable. Mentally, emotionally, financially. It's just very hard right now to actually pick yourself together, and I hope to those who are listening out there that could relate to me, I just hope that we don't feel too guilty because we aren't doing much, because it's not our fault. I firmly do believe that it's not our fault. We are capable of so much more, you guys. If it weren't for this pandemonium, I know we'd be out and about. We'd be chasing our goals. We'd be doing whatever we want to do. It's not ourselves who hinders us right now. It's just the panorama going on that makes it hard for us to probably begin to take risks. I know at this age we are supposed to be very adventurous, but again, we can't do that. So I hope we won't be too hard on ourselves, because with all the things already going on, I know that a lot of you might also have already so much on your plates. I hope that we find the time to rest without feeling guilty about it. It's just a simple wish, but it's really hard to fulfill if you think about it. But I do still hope for the best, because it's just been tiring. It's been so tiring, and I wouldn't deny that. I am just in a constant state of fatigue. Honestly, just thinking about it just makes me tired. But I do hope that we outlive all of this. I hope we get to see the light of day. I just hope that after all this, once this is over, we won't be too afraid to begin again. We won't be too afraid to start chasing our goals and to start building on our future and building on ourselves and who we want to be as individuals. Oh my goodness, that was too much, but it's just my personal thoughts, you know? Anyways, back to the comments. A friend had said that it's been a roller coaster. They had to do more work, but they also got promoted. Congratulations. I feel like a proud friend every time I see people being promoted, even when we're not that close or connected. I know people work hard all the time just to achieve so much, and being promoted is one of those feats. So I'm really proud of you guys. I'm really proud of everyone who strives for more. Another friend has said that it's hard to look for a job. This is so true. I resigned in July, and I have been actively searching for a job since September or October, and it's been real hard. Most of the jobs right now are very limited due to the situation. So it's very limited, and if you're part of an industry that's not really an essential industry right now, it's hard to find openings in companies you like or want to get into. I am no economic expert, but what we can see in the news is just very telling on why there are limited jobs right now. And I'm just very thankful I still have opportunities within my reach. And it only came around this time, even when I was searching since last year. It's out there. I hope those who are still looking for a job right now, I hope you don't give up. It's really hard, but hopefully everything pays off soon. I hope the right job is out there for you and for me. I hope we get that employment soon. It's really hard to look for a stable source of income right now, but I hope we don't give up. I hope the best for all of us. I think it's very hypocritical of me being this positive when I'm not positive most of the time, but we have to make it work. We have to push ourselves to be more enthusiastic about life because I want to outlive this pandemonium. Yes, it has affected relationships. Some couples are forced to go into LDR, long distance relationships. Honestly, I feel for those people who are in long distance right now because my boyfriend and I are in a 3-year long distance relationship because he lives in the States and I live here in the Philippines, and it's just, I know it's hard, especially those who are used to meeting their significant others every week or just go out every day. I understand that it's a big adjustment to people, but we gotta do what we have to do. It goes both ways. Relationships should always go both ways, and those who want to make it work will make it work despite the things going on around us. So I hope you really hold on to not just the physical aspects of your relationship, but also the emotional aspect of it and why you're in that relationship in the first place. This is kind of like a different topic already, so I'm not gonna delve into it. Basically, what I've been meaning to say is long distance relationships can work as long as both parties are willing to make it work. So I really hope the best for all the couples out there and for people who are finding significant others. I hope everyone the best. Everyone deserves to be happy. Those who aren't finding a relationship right now, you also deserve to be happy. But I'm probably just gonna end by reading this last reply from a friend saying that this friend realized that they have a life to live and to not take it for granted. Living where we are right now, living in this situation right now, doesn't assure us of the future. It's really hard to tell what the future holds. So I hope that we push ourselves to live in the present, if that makes sense. Let's all be aware of the present and live life as we do. It's actually hard to not worry about the future, but to me it just adds up to the stress that I've been feeling already in the present. I just wish everyone a healthy life. I wish everyone a healthy relationship. I wish everyone just stays healthy and safe and that everyone outlives this pandemic. I really don't know what the future holds. No one knows what the future holds. So be kind to yourself and to others. Be easy on yourself. Live how you want to live. Do the things you want to do. No one's stopping you as long as it makes you feel happy and satisfied, even if it's just a momentarily thing. I don't want to make room for unnecessary worries anymore. So I hope it just resonates also to everyone listening to me. Even if I think I don't make sense, I hope that I got my point across. Oh my god, this is so lame, but thank you everyone for listening to my first podcast. Thank you everyone who is listening until now. I promise to make better episodes. I promise that I will work on better content in the future. And I promise to show my face in the future too, because I'm just really shy right now. There's not much going on, but I hope everyone stays happy and safe. Do sanitize, do be happy, just stay safe. I don't know how to do outros honestly, but thank you friends. I hug you all.